And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, and of course hit the like button, because I am planning on doing previous year's drafts as well. And the farther back we go, the more evident it will be to where people missed on picks and where people hit. Because even with 2021 right now, there are some guys that are still developing into the league, which kind of made this tough, to be honest with you, because I feel like there were some guys that I left out, and maybe some guys that I kept in too high. Then again, I'll go for that when I get deeper in and when I'm actually going through it. But yeah, I could do this for the NFL, of course. Going back, I'd say my player knowledge is I'm most knowledgeable towards the NFL and maybe the MLB, but I feel like doing this for the MLB would be impossible because there's like 60-some rounds of drafting. I could do it for like earlier NBA teams, like maybe anywhere from like 2015 to 16 to 2000 or 1999 or whatever. Because after like 2016, I stopped caring about the NBA. But I could do it for that if you guys would like to see that. I know the majority of my highly viewed content at the moment is NFL stuff, and that's kind of the reason why I decided to make this video. I was thinking of stuff. I was like, you know what, we gotta come up with some banger idea. There's just like so much stuff like I want to do, but my focus right now is on NFL because that's what does the best on my channel. So yeah, we'll go through this. This is the 2021 redraft. I have the picks in order 1 through 32, and then I have what player I think what should have went there, of what the team could have done taking that player there, and then I have where they originally went. So without further ado, we're gonna start. And this number 1 pick here for the Jacksonville Jaguars, this could be controversial, this could be debatable, whether they go with Trevor Lawrence or they go with Micah Parsons. I think Micah Parsons is the best player in this draft, and he originally went to Dallas at 12, and I do have to say, before we get any further in here, this is my opinion. This is more of like, I evaluated team need because it was kind of hard remembering how these teams were back, even though this was only 2 years ago. I evaluated, like, would this team reach on a quarterback? Would this team take best available? Would this team take, what they need at this certain position? So I tried to mix all that up and get it all, it's kind of all over the place. So, it's my opinion as always. You're entitled to your own, I'm entitled to mine. That's how it works in this world. So I had Micah going at number 1, which I don't see a problem with that. Maybe they still take Trevor Lawrence, because they needed a quarterback at the time. But knowing Micah Parsons now, I don't know how you let this man slip it, like, even past 2. I think you take him at 1, to be honest with you. Next up was the Jets. They originally took Zach Wilson, but I have them taking Trevor Lawrence here. They needed a quarterback. There is better talent, in my opinion, than Trevor Lawrence in here, but they're not quarterbacks. The Jets were looking to get a quarterback, and they did. And of course, Lawrence originally went to Jacksonville at number 1. So they got their quarterback of the future. And it's not Zach Wilson. Pick number 3 was the San Francisco 49ers, and I have them taking Jamar Chase. Yes, they're passing on quarterback. They originally took Trey Lance. They're passing on him, and they're taking Jamar Chase, the best receiver in this draft class. He falls to number 3. Originally, he went 5th to Cincinnati, but he goes to 49ers here because the 49ers, obviously they were looking to replace Jimmy G, but even as of now, it looks like, obviously Trey Lance got hurt, which isn't necessarily his fault, but they were rolling with Jimmy G. They were fine with going with Jimmy G, and I'm pretty sure they maybe even extended him another year, or they were planning on doing it. So, yeah, I think you can get by without taking Trey Lance here, and I think you go ahead and grab Jamar Chase, the best receiver in this draft class. Pick number 4 went to the Atlanta Falcons. They originally took Kyle Pitts, and I still have them taking Kyle Pitts here. You could argue they go quarterback, but the options there left aren't necessarily something where I think you pass up Kyle Pitts for. So he's originally went to Atlanta at 4. He's staying in Atlanta. Kyle Pitts is, one of the best tight ends in the league, and he's so young. I remember when he was getting drafted, they were talking about, like, this dude could play wide receiver. Chase here in real life. They go out, they get their wide receiver. It's not Jamar Chase, but it is a very close second. And my biased Eagles fan in me wants to say Devontae Smith is better than Jalen Waddle, but I don't think I can. I really don't think I can. I think Jalen Waddle is the second best wide receiver in this draft class. Yeah. So Bengals take him at 5. He originally went to Miami at 6. And then next pick is Miami. I have them taking Penei Sewell. Yes. Kind of a shocker, kind of not. Penei Sewell was projected top 10 in real life. He went to the Lions at, it was 7. So he's only going to pick ahead of what he was projected or what he really did in real life. It's going to get a little sweaty here towards the end. There's just some questionable picks I made and stuff like that, and this could be one of them. You could argue that Miami takes Devontae Smith. Miami wants a wide receiver. They take Devontae Smith. They miss out on Jalen Waddle. I don't necessarily remember the Miami team a couple years ago. So I have them taking Penei Sewell, boost up that O-line. This is the year after they drafted Tua, so they have some help for Tua at quarterback with the O-line. You can't really go wrong with taking Penei Sewell. And then at 8, it was Detroit. I have them going with Pat Surtain. Pat Surtain originally went at 9, so a couple guys here just getting bumped up a pick. Detroit at 7, taking Pat Surtain. I don't know why I said 8. Detroit at 7 takes Pat Surtain, and he was originally went at 9 to Denver. I don't know. Again, you could make the argument that Detroit takes someone else here. They maybe take Devontae Smith, or some other guys down here on the list. But I think, the Lions secondary isn't the greatest. They obviously got guys like Jeff Okudah, Amani Oruwariye, even Deshaun Elliott's pretty good. But getting a lockdown corner, the best corner in this draft in Pat Surtain, I think that bodes well for your secondary. You miss out on Penei Sewell, the guy you took in real life, but hey, you get the best corner in the draft, which is not too shabby. And then at 8 is the Carolina Panthers. I have them taking J.C. Horn. So the guy they took in real life at 8. J.C. Horn, I feel like is just a guy that needs a little bit more time to develop. Very, very talented player. Very good cornerback. Yeah, you could argue maybe, I don't know, you could argue maybe they take even Devontae Smith. They get a guy, they already have Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore in this scenario. Or maybe even argue that they go with someone like Justin Fields. I don't know, someone like that. I don't remember who their quarterback was at this time. I don't know, I can't remember. Was it Cam Newton still? They had that Cam Newton for 1 year after he came off of the Patriots. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, pick number 9 is the Denver Broncos. I have them taking Justin Fields. Now, there was speculation in real life that Justin Fields was going to go at 9 to the Denver Broncos. I remember that. And looking at it in hindsight now with the whole Russell Wilson stuff and how bad he's playing and yada, 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 you might want to go back in time and do that. Justin Fields originally went to Chicago at 11, so he's moving up 2 picks. I don't know. I just feel like maybe you grab your quarterback here, give him some time to develop. They already have Jerry Jeudy that they got the year before this. They got good guys. They got a good defense, stuff like that. So I have them taking Justin Fields. And then at 10, the Philadelphia Eagles take Devontae Smith, and I have them taking Devontae Smith. So he's staying in Philly. I don't really see a world where the Eagles take someone other than Devontae Smith this year. What they needed to address, because I remember this vividly, what they needed to address in this draft was wide receiver. They took Jalen Reagor the year before, and we all know how that panned out. So taking Devontae Smith really gets, the ball rolling. Heisman winner, very good, very talented. And yet, I would say he's probably the 3rd best receiver in this draft class, looking at this list. And he falls to 10. So pick number 11 is the Chicago Bears. I have them taking Trey Lance. So they're still going quarterback. They're sticking with the same theme. In real life, they took Justin Fields. But I have them taking Trey Lance, who originally went to the 49ers at pick number 3. In a perfect world, perfect Rashawn Slater at 13, where they took him in real life, obviously. Rashawn Slater arguably could go where Penei Sewell went as well. Rashawn Slater is a very good offensive lineman. He was a Pro Bowler. I don't know. It was tough between Kwity Paye and Rashawn Slater, but in my opinion, my personal opinion, I think Kwity Paye has a lot more potential to become this insane edge rusher compared to, Rashawn Slater. He's going to be a very good offensive lineman, but I think Kwity Paye has more potential to be a superstar. I guess what I'm saying. So that's why I had Kwity Paye over him, but I could really change around 12 and 13. Have the Cowboys take Rashawn Slater and see the Chargers pair up Kwity Paye with, Joey Bosa and the rest of that defense that was there in 2021. And that leads us into pick 14, which was the New York Jets. They went with Elijah Vera Tucker in real life, but I have them taking Najee Harris. And this is where it starts to get a little sweaty, where these are kind of like, whoa, why are they picking that guy so early? Why are they doing this? Najee originally went to Pittsburgh at 24, but I was thinking in this scenario, the Jets get their quarterback, right? They get Trevor Lawrence, their future, and they got pick number 14. They could take a guy, there's still loads of talent in this draft still, but grabbing the best halfback in the draft, arguably you could make an argument Etienne or even Javonte Williams are, better, but in my opinion, the best halfback in this draft class, grabbing him and pairing it up with your future, that's your tandem, your running back and your quarterback positions you do not have to worry about for the next, 5 to, especially for quarterback, you don't have to worry about that for like 10 years, and then halfback maybe 5 to 6 or whatever. I don't know the lifetime of a halfback in the NFL, but I had the Jets taking him at 14, and you could sue me, you could do whatever you want. I think that's a good pick. You might reach to take a halfback that high, especially someone that's not like insanely gonna be one of the best players in the league. But hey, it's a fantasy scenario, you know what I mean? This isn't real life. Pick number 15, I have the Patriots sticking with Mac Jones. They took him at 15 in real life. They take him here. Patriots needed a quarterback. I believe this was coming off the Cam Newton year, so they had nobody at quarterback. And again, it's kind of what happened in real life. They were kind of just stuck with that. There wasn't a quarterback left that I figured would be better than Mac Jones. And don't get me wrong, Mac Jones is not a bad player. He's a perfect system quarterback for that New England team. But you're kind of just used to seeing New England draft these defensive guys or these guys that aren't necessarily crazy, and then they're just developed into these amazing players. So, yeah, we're going to Mac Jones at 15. At 16, which was the Arizona Cardinals, I had them taking Jamin Davis. They took Zaven Collins at this pick, which I don't know if he even made my list, but I have them taking Jamin Davis, who originally went to Washington at 19. This dude is a stud linebacker, and I think, he's got a lot of potential. That's really why I have him this high. I just think the dude has a lot of potential to be great in the league, and that might just be like a horrible take by me or whatever, but I see something in that dude. I just think he's going to be good. So that's why I put him there. Pick number 17, I have the Raiders taking Javon Holland. Javon Holland, I believe he was the first second rounder here that has made my list. He went in the second round to the Dolphins. It was actually pick 36, so he was like the fourth pick of the second round. But I have the Raiders taking him, boosting up that secondary. In real life, I believe the Raiders took Alex Leatherwood at this pick, and I don't even think he's on the team anymore. So anything from that is an upgrade, but Javon Holland, a very, very, very good safety dude. An amazing player. Miami had a very good draft in real life. This 2021 draft, very good job by Miami. But in this world, we have Javon Holland falling at 17 to the Raiders. At 18, Miami again has a pick here, and I think this is where they get their wide receiver. I think they take Amon-Ra St. Brown, who originally went to the Lions in the 4th round at pick 112. Might be a reach, to be honest. Might be a reach. Miami maybe goes with different players, defensive players, whatever. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a better wide receiver than Devontae Smith, and I would not say that's a bad take. I've watched a lot of Devontae Smith. I've watched a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't know. I think Devontae Smith is the perfect wide receiver 2 for A.J. Brown to be wide receiver 1. I don't know how well the Philly offense would work if they had A.J. Brown and Amon-Ra, I guess. So, yeah, you could make that argument, and I would not, I'd say, okay, that's not a bad take. Pick 19, the Washington Commanders. I have them taking Jeremiah Owusu Kamaramua. JOK is what he's known as. He originally went to Cleveland in the second round at 52. This guy, the only reason I think he fell that far in the draft is because he had injury worries. He had maybe it's like a heart condition or something serious. So he fell a little bit in the draft. I think he was a bona fide first round pick if he had no injury concern around him. So Washington, they get Jamin Davis taken, 3 picks ahead of him. They still get their good linebacker in JOK. Then pick 20, it was the New York Giants, who originally go with Kadarius Toney here, but I have them taking Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome originally went to Cleveland at 26. The Giants getting their secondary boosted up with Greg Newsome, a very good DB. Another guy who I feel like just needs a little more time to develop. Dude's good. He's good, but I think he can be a lot better, is what I'm saying, with time to develop. Jeez, I can't talk right now. So he goes 20 to the New York Giants. And then at pick 21, this is where the Colts originally took Kwity Paye. But I have them taking Gregory Rousseau, who originally went to Buffalo at 30. So they miss on Kwity Paye. They end up getting the similar position in Gregory Rousseau, who is a great edge rusher, great on the D-line. Yeah, there's not really much to say here. He's just basically I tried to make this as realistic. All these guys missed out on here, but they're looking for this same position, and this guy's not much worse, so let's have him take them, I guess. That's really how I tried to do this. So he goes 21 to the Colts, 22 was the Titans. I think they originally took Caleb Farley here, but I have them taking Jalen Phillips, who originally went to Miami at 18. Jalen Phillips, another great defensive pick there by the Miami Dolphins, dude. Like I said, they had an amazing draft. This guy's very good, very talented. Originally, I said 18. He was the 18th pick. I have him falling here to 22 to the Titans. Yeah, I just have him taking defense again. They took Caleb Farley in real life. I think you take best available on the table, which is Jalen Phillips. And you forego taking the corner like you did in real life. Pick number 23 was the Minnesota Vikings. I have them taking Odafe Owe, who originally went to Baltimore at 31. The Vikings originally took, let's see, what's his name? Where is he? Christian Darrisaw, the lineman, at 23 here in real life, but I have them grabbing a great edge guy, Odafe Owe, who's played great in Baltimore. He's a very good player, and I have him going 23 here. He moves up. What did he go up? Eight spots in the draft. 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers originally take Najee Harris here. I have them taking Travis Etienne, or Etienne, however you say it, who originally went to Jacksonville at 25. So he's moving up a pick. Steelers still get their running back, still get someone who's very good. Etienne is very good. With Najee Harris already gone, you're not really left with much options, but, him and Javonte Williams as, guys that I could see going in the first round. So they can still get their running back. Pick 25, the Jags. I have them taking Elijah Vera-Tucker, who originally went to the Jets at 14. He's a great lineman. He is a great lineman, but I feel like he's not good enough to go at pick 14. There are guys that are better than him that could go higher, talented-wise, maybe not in position-wise, but talent-wise, I think. I had the Jets forego the lineman to take the halfback Najee. So he falls to the Jags at 25, a steal in in real life they took Greg Newsome here. And Greg Newsome went, where did he go? Where did I have him going? He went 20 to the Giants. So they missed their guy by 6 picks, and they get another amazing cornerback, Eric Stokes, a guy, again, that needs time to develop. I think if he gets the time to develop, he will be an amazing corner in that Green Bay system. Depending on how long Jair Alexander stays there, that is a 1-2 punch in Green Bay, you guys. So yeah, Browns take him at 26, 27. The Ravens, I have them sticking with Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman originally goes 27. He goes 27 here. Ravens looking to get a wide receiver, and they did. Unfortunately, Amon-Ra doesn't fall here for them. Same with Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle. I think, fourth best wide receiver, Rashad Bateman's pretty good. He's young, like another guy that needs time to get better. But a very talented receiver. So the Ravens are happy to get him here. 28, the New Orleans Saints take Azizi Ojulari. CZ, I don't know. The dude is insane. He has 12 sacks. He is third in sacks from this draft class, right? Only Micah, and then I think maybe Jalen Phillips was the other guy and Jalen Phillips only had like one more than him, maybe. But he originally went to the New York Giants at pick 50, so he is moving up here. He's going to the Saints. I don't remember the Saints originally took here. It was a D-end. I don't remember his name. But yeah, they're going with the ZZ Ojuliari. I'm so sorry about that name. I messed it up so bad. Pick 29 was the Green Bay Packers. I have them going with Creed Humphrey, the center. He originally went to Kansas City at 63. He goes to the Packers here at 29. Originally, they took Eric Stokes. He's off the board. I don't see you reaching up on a corner like Caleb Farley. I think Caleb Farley is a second-round talent. You grab Creed Humphrey, who went in the second round in real life, but he's a great center. You help out that whole line. You got John Runyon, you got David Bakhtiari, and now you got Creed Humphrey. I'm pretty sure they got a pretty good right tackle too. I don't remember his name. So pick 30, this is kind of like, I can explain this, guys. This is the Buffalo Bills. They originally took Gregory Rousseau here in real life. I have them taking Javonte Williams. I know they have Devin Singletary, but you hear me out. Javonte Williams, in my opinion, is a first-round talent running back. I don't necessarily see any, I did best available here for this pick. I don't know, this is probably my worst pick here, but imagine a team of Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, even Dawson Knox mixed in with Javonte Williams and a tandem of Devin Singletary. It doesn't get much better than that, you guys. They could have obviously taken linemen or a corner. There's another good corner coming up here and another lineman after him. But I just have him taking Javonte Williams, who originally went 35. So he was only the third pick in the second round. To Denver, obviously. Pick number 31 is the Baltimore Ravens. They originally went Odafe Owe here in real life, but he's obviously off the table here. I have them taking Christian Darrisaw, who originally went to Minnesota at 23. Yeah, he's first-round talent, in my opinion at least. I don't know much about this guy. I know taking him at 23 and 31 isn't that big of a gap, but I don't really know much about this guy. Ravens, what did they get? They got Rashad Bateman earlier in the draft. They pair up a lineman for Lamar. They already have Mark Andrews. So you got Mark Andrews, your receiver of the future, Rashad Bateman. I'm pretty sure they got J.K. Dobbins at this time. I was originally thinking Javonte Williams falls to the Ravens, and he's their starting running back. But then I figured, J.K. Dobbins. They originally, and I think they got Gus Edwards too, not too long ago in this draft. So they already got two really good running backs. So yeah, they're taking Christian Darrisaw. And then 32, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers grab Asante Samuel Jr., amazing value for the 32 pick in the draft, who originally went to the Chargers at 47. I don't remember who the Bucs took here. I know it was a linebacker with a really weird name. The Bucs didn't have a good draft this draft, in my opinion, at least the first 2 rounds. I know they took Kyle Trask in their second pick of this, in their next pick in the second round, so yikes. But they take take Asante Samuel Jr. here, which is amazing value here. You're getting a cornerback to, already with a great defense, rookie guy come in here. He's very talented. So yeah, that's my redraft. I can go over it again. I have the Jags at 1, Micah Parsons. The Jets at 2, Trevor Lawrence. 49ers 3, Jamar Chase. Falcons 4, Kyle Pitts. Bengals 5, Jalen Waddle. Miami 6, Penei Sewell. Detroit 7, Pat Surtain. Carolina 8, J.C. Horn. Denver 9, Justin Fields. Philly 10, Devontae Smith. Chicago 11, Trey Lance. Dallas 12, Kwity Paye. Chargers 13, Rashawn Slater. Jets 14, Najee Harris. Pats 15, Mac Jones. Cardinals 16, Jamin Davis. Raiders 17, Javon Holland. Miami 18, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Washington 19, J.O.K. Giants 20, Greg Newsome. Colts 21, Gregory Rousseau. Titans 22, Jalen Phillips. Vikings 23, Odafe Owe. Steelers 24, Travis Etienne. Jaguars 25, Elijah Vera Tucker. Browns 26, Eric Stokes. Ravens 27, Rashad Bateman. Saints 28, Aziz Ojulari at 27, or at 28, 29, the Packers took Reed Humphrey. The Bills at 30 take Javonte Williams. The Ravens at 31 take Christian Darrisaw. And the Bucks at 32 take Asante Samuel Jr. And that's it. That's the 21 redraft in my opinion. I will do 20, I will do 19, I will do 18, I'll do however many you want if these do good. And I can do NBA. Let me know if you want to do it. See, NBA, it would have to be 20, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, on below. Nothing over 17, and maybe nothing over 16. Just because I genuinely stopped watching the NBA there. I have quite a bit of knowledge of it before and all the drafts and stuff like that, so if that's something you're interested in seeing, let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope you are having a lovely holiday time. I have no